Hello, this is Ashwat. There are many topics in this world to be explored by us, and now we are going to explore about Player Unknown's Battleground PUBG, the world's most downloaded video game. Most of our friends and families are addicted to it. Could you believe a wildlife photographer, a photographer wandering forest, has turned to the founder of the most downloaded game in this world? Yes, Brendan Green, the founder of PUBG, first born in a middle class family in Ireland and then goes to the most poorest state and then creates PUBG and becomes a millionaire. The most important thing for success is self-belief and confidence. There is always something beyond creativity. There may be no logic in it, but our belief makes it possible. If you hope your belief can bring you success, and if you put hard work and effort, then you can achieve surely, even if you are in a bad situation. And it has happened in the life of Brendan Green, and we can see about his life in this video. Before going to his life story, let me give a short intro about PUBG for those who haven't played PUBG. The basic concept of PUBG is 100 players will be dropped into an island at different places, and you will be one among them. You will be provided with enough of guns, missions and etc. And the player who survives till the end in the island is the winner. It takes almost 30 minutes to complete the game. There is nothing interesting in it, right? But it is the most downloaded game. Okay, let's see about him to know how was the game born and how was it made so popular. Brendan Green, born in 1976, comes from a normal middle class family in Ireland. His parents always used to fight with each other. He grows in such an environment that made him to develop an inferiority complex within him, and he becomes somewhat like nerd. Days went by, he fell in love and married. Later on, becoming more interested on photography, he becomes a photographer in Brazil. As he had more interest in photography, naturally developed him a love in web designing. He starts giving ideas to develop the designs of web pages. But the funny one is, he doesn't know any coding, but he still gives ideas and innovations to develop the designs of web pages, only knowing it visually. He is a great video addict from his young age. He used to play video games daily. Sometimes his wife would also scold him for playing video games often. Think of a man playing video games often even after marriage. It's funny, right? But this act of him turned his total life. It totally damaged his life. His one and only love in this world is his wife. But she left him, considering him useless, as he always used to play video games. That pain made him so depressed. Because of it, he loses his job also. His company felt that he wasn't much efficient as before. Being so depressed, he comes back to his home country, Ireland, with no hope. He lives there with no job and with the food that his countries give. And that moment, he decided to do something great. But what he knows is only gaming. So he decides to start creating games with his own rules. For developing his game, he starts learning coding from internet. He learns new things to develop games. Then he comes out with new small games and he publishes those games in internet for free. And many people downloaded those games and gave positive comments. His games being recognized by Sony calls him to join in their company. But he feels that he is not given as much importance there. So he becomes more depressed there also. But at that time he meets an online friend. That contact turned him into a millionaire. That friend was Kim from South Korea. He runs a gaming company there. That man was also a lover of games. Liking those games of Brendan Green, he calls him to join with him to create a game that satisfies all sort of gamers. He also assures that he would be very well recognized for it. So Brendan Green decides to go to Korea, and there they both decide to create a game at the aspect of a gamer, and also decides to finish it within a year. Kim arranges a small team of developers for Brendan to help him. Brendan approaches his team personally to develop his game as their own dream project. And finally, with that small team, within 1 year, they created a game called PUBG, Player Unknown's Battleground. The player unknown is none other than Brendan Green. He is the first player of the game, and he named himself as the player unknown and started playing the game. The concept of the game is that 100 players are dropped in an island, they kill each other, and the one who survives till the last is the winner. But this concept is very simple, but the extra features that gamers would wish, like speaking with one another player even though they are connected in different countries, showing signs and other such things that a gamer would like, made the game so popular. The game, as decided, was developed within 1 year and it was published over internet, and that game crashed all the records in all the countries, and this is what the history of PUBG. Very cool, right? Now what I wish to tell from this history is that even you are hopeless or supportless, there are always some skills hidden on you which is unique to you. First find it out, develop it, you will surely shine in it. No one else is you, and that's your power. And this is what I wanted to tell. Friends, if you like this video, drop like below. Don't forget to share this video with your friends who are all the addicts of PUBG. Let them also know about its history. I'll try posting daily videos like this. So always stay connected with me. To never miss any of my updates, please subscribe. Thank you. Signing off from you, Ashwath.